Well, you know, it's very interesting. When someone is miraculously healed, they actually, some of them said it's got to be the devil. Because, you know, God doesn't do that. It's amazing. They'll give credit to the devil, but not to God. Take my own wife. My wife, while we were in London, went through a very bad patch. She had a cough that was so violent that it sent her to the hospital with an eye problem. The ophthalmologist at St. Thomas Hospital said to Louise, if you don't stop that coughing, you're going to lose your eyesight, because there was a danger of a detached retina. For about 2 years, virtually 7 nights out of 7, she would get out of bed and go to another room so I could sleep. And we went to every doctor we could find. Our general practitioner put her in the Brompton Hospital to get to the cause of the cough. And we would think if we go to Florida for the summer, the clear air, maybe that will help her. Nothing helped. A friend of mine, actually I didn't know him at first, Rodney Howard Brown, was in London. And I said to Rodney, would you come and pray for my wife? Would you be willing to come to Westminster Chapel on Saturday morning, if I can get Louise there, to pray for her? And he said that he would. Now, he was holding meetings in Wembley Conference Center, 3,000 people every night going to hear him. He was good about it. He could have said, let her come to hear me preach. But he knew she wasn't going to come there. She wouldn't go near the place. But she was so ill that on the Saturday morning, she hadn't slept all night, and finally went to sleep about 4 o'clock in the morning. And I thought, she's going to be oversleeping, too late for Rodney, because he's meeting her at the chapel at 10:30. She gets out of bed at 20 till 10, and she says, I want that man to pray for me. She didn't know who he was. I get over there at 20 to 11. Rodney waits. His 3 children are there, his wife. Louise is almost comatose. She is so tired. People have said that what happened was just the power of suggestion. She had no faith. She said, if you say he should pray for me, I'll go. But she just sat in my chair in the vestry. Rodney and Adonica laid hands on her, prayed for her for about 5 minutes. She had no kind of build up your faith time. He didn't say, now you got to think positively, say ah or ha or ha ha, or we're going to bring in some music to get an atmosphere. There was no atmosphere. She just sat. They prayed. She was instantly healed. And that was at the end of 1994. That's almost 20 years ago. She was instantly healed. I knew it. I could feel it. And people say, well, it was power of suggestion. Or she said, I had no faith at all. For some reason, I did. I believed that she's going to be healed, but she didn't, and she was. I actually had one cessationist said that had to be the devil, because God didn't do that. So if anything unusual happens, they can't, because they've been locked in to a dogma that they've got to defend. And they're in real trouble. And isn't it amazing? They'll give credit to the devil, but not to God. And I'll tell you more. Rodney suggested that she come to Florida to one of his camp meetings, and she went. She came back. She was transformed. I used to say to my church members, I want every member to pray 30 minutes a day. And Louise would say, that's unfair. You shouldn't ask your people to pray that much. I'd say, well, some can pray more than that, because every minister should pray an hour a day. 2 hours is better. And she said it's too hard on them. When she came back after being with Rodney for several days, she wanted an hour a day now to pray. I mean, it changed her prayer life. Wanted to read the Bible more than ever. Tell me that the devil caused that?